Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to introduce you to the essential callout templates for DaVinci Resolve. Previously, I showed a few ways of making callout titles with the essential arrow line and essential shapes templates. However, they lack the ease of reuse and customization across different projects. Using this new callout template, you can now easily create animated callout titles within seconds with just a few clicks. And with the full set of customizable options, you can make callout titles in your own unique shapes and animation styles. As usual, you can download the template package through the link in the description below, and simply double-click the bundle.dir.fx file to install the effect template. Once the template is installed, you can find the template in the Effects panel under both Effects and Titles. Using the title template makes it easy to adjust the callout timing and duration on the timeline. It also allows you to apply other effects on the callout title. For example, add the DVE effect to transform the title in a 3D scene. If you want to track the callout title along with a moving object in the video, you can add the callout effect to the clip. I will make another video on callout title tracking in the future. You can add multiple callout titles into one clip without cluttering the timeline with multiple tracks. The titles are attached to your clip, so it's easy to move the clip and titles around on your timeline as needed. When the callout effect template is applied to an adjustment clip, you can also easily adjust the callout timing and duration. Depending on your needs or preferences, you may choose between the title template or the effect template. Both offer identical functions with the same callout controls in the inspector. The effect template has 3 additional parameters for moving, rotating and resizing the callout title as a whole. However, with the title template, we can leverage the standard video transform options to achieve the same functionality and more. Next, we'll quickly walk through the parameters in the inspector and see how we can customize the elements within a callout title. The parameters are grouped into 4 pages, each representing controls for different components that contribute to the final callout display. The text titles are defined in the first page. The callout point and line are controlled in the second one. The shape is defined in the third page. And the last page controls how the animations run for each part. At the top of each page, there are 2 preset buttons always presented for choosing predefined callout styles. These preset styles showcase some of the possibilities achievable through custom option settings. And you can always experiment with these options to create your own unique results. As you've seen in the preview, the standard callout template has 15 styles. While in the Pro version, there are in total of 35 presets available for selection. We will talk about the callout Pro template in more detail shortly. Back to the first page, we have general settings at the top, where we can set the point and display position, as well as adjust the size of the display. For easy adjustment, enable the Fusion overlay. Now we can use these on-screen controls to make the desired changes directly in the viewer. Next section is for the main title. We can change the text, font, color, size, etc. This text offset is used to adjust the text position inside the display area. For multi-line titles that are left aligned, we can use this parameter to center the title. By default, the background is disabled for the text title. Increase the alpha value to enable the background. And change the background color. If you want to have some space between the border and background, increase the display margin value. When the background is enabled, you can change the font color to transparent. For instance, change the background color to white. Set the font color to black. And change the font alpha value to 0. Now the title is showing as transparent. If you want to have another title displayed in a different style, you can enable the second title. Since the background is currently set to white, we need to change the font color in order to see the text. The second title takes the alignment setting from the main title. Use the offset parameter to move its display position as needed. Shadow is enabled by default. To disable the shadow, simply change the strength to 0. OK, once we've completed the general settings in the first tab, we can proceed to the next ones for further customizations. Inside the Line tab, we have the options to modify both point and line styles. With these two shape buttons, we can quickly select different point shapes. These are the results with different parameter settings in this section. For example, the circle shape is achieved by setting the sides to 20 and depth to 1. We can also check solid option to have one big dot. These three parameters are used to control the shape in the center. You can change the dot size or change the sides for different shapes. For instance, a square with sides set to 4. Rotate the dot to match the line direction if necessary. To hide the center dot, simply set the size to 0. As a default setting, the line is crossing the border and displayed inside the point. Turn off this Show Inside Line option to hide the line inside the point. The callout line is defined as a 3-point line initially. The joint point and end points are automatically adjusted and moved together with the text display. When the 3-point line option is unchecked, the callout line turns into a straight line from the start point to the title display area. For this demo, let's use a 3-point line. The start point parameter is the same one shown on the first tab. You can use the parameter in the inspector or on-screen control in the viewer to make the change. Use the middle and end offset parameters to move the points. For example, we can shorten the distance between the middle point and the last one. The line position parameter dictates which side the line is connected to the display box. Depending on the position of the start point, you might want to change the side. When the alongside option is off, the line is connected to the side by the end point. When it's enabled, the line is aligned parallel to the display box. And the end point automatically adjusts to match the start point position. OK, now we are on the Shape tab. The shape is basically controlled by a rectangle mask for the standard callout template. We can change the corner radius or make a solid display. Change the color. The shape mask is used to create some variations, as we see in some of the preset styles. When you open this section, a red box is displayed in the viewer, marking the mask to be used for modifying the shape. Simply change the offset, shift the mask left. This leaves us with one side of the box. Or change the size, invert the selection to show both sides. And rotate the mask for variations. You can check the preset styles and play with these options, and create your own displays you like. Make sure to close this mask parameter group to hide the mask display. The last tab is for customizing animations. By default, the animation is enabled and runs for 30 frames, which is 1 second in this case. To turn off the animation, change the time to 0. For better demonstration, let's set this to 60 frames. Animation offset delays the animation by frames entered here. 0 means no delay, the animation will start right from the beginning. The callout animation has 4 parts animated in sequence. By default, the animation first reveals the point, by setting the start value to 0, and lasts for 0.1 of the animation time, which is equivalent to 6 frames. Followed by the line animation, which starts at 0.1 and lasts 0.3 of the animation time. When the line is done, the shape starts at 0.4 and runs for 0.3. To have a seamless animation from the line to the shape, we can change the shape outline position if needed. For this preset configuration, it's already adjusted to match the current shape and create the appearance of a seamless animation. If you change the display size or use a different shape, you may need to change this value accordingly. Lastly, the text starts revealing at 0.7 and lasts for the rest of the animation, which is 0.3. There are 3 types of text animations. The fade-in effect is the default effect. Zoom in is another one. Or set the slide distance to add the sliding effect. Uncheck the fade-in option to set a proper slide distance. Change the slide angle to slide in the text from different directions. If you want to start the animation sooner, we can change the start value. For instance, to start text animation together with shape, set the text start to 0.4. You can also disable the individual component animation by setting the time to 0. They will still follow the defined timing and wait for its time to show, but without animation. To reverse the animation, transitioning from the text to the point instead of starting from the point, simply click the Reverse Animation button. This basically resets the text start parameter to 0. Shape to 0.3. Line to 0.6. Check the Reverse Animation option. And the point to 0.9. That's it, we now have a reversed callout title revealing animation. As mentioned earlier, I've also created a callout template pro version for members to appreciate their continued support. The pro version has 20 more preset callout shape styles, with more advanced controls in the Shape tab. In addition to the main shape and shape mask sections, Shape Modifier and Shape Decorator provide a lot more options to customize the callout shape. When the Shape Modifier section is open, a red mask box is shown in the viewer. To modify the shape, change the size, rotate the mask. Uncheck the symmetric option, and you'll have an asymmetric result. You can experiment with these settings, and the potential is endless. If the line is not attached to the box, you can go to the Line tab and change the end offset to make them connected. Make sure to close the modifier section when you're done with the shape design. Shape Decorator is used to add additional lines around the main shape. When it's enabled, it expands main shape to add an outline around with thicker borders. To further customize the decorator, open the decorator mask. It's similar to the shape mask. You can use it to modify the decorator and control which part to show or hide. For example, decrease the height to show only the sidebars. Or change the size, rotate the mask to show the top and bottom bars. Again, the potential is limitless. You can always explore the preset styles and examine how these parameters are configured to achieve various results. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.